Right on, Bears fans. The final post-game Carvid of the year. Unfortunately, about 3 weeks too early as the Chicago Bears lose to the Rams, just leaving ESPN, did Fox TV today. First things first, shout out to all of you guys who have supported me all this year on all the post-game duties and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. It's a blessing. I know, everybody don't agree with my takes and stuff like that, but the fact that how much the breeze has grown through this football season, how much you guys have supported us, how much you guys have rocked with us, I appreciate every bit of that, so thank you so much for that. Getting to the game and the important stuff outside of that, not that y'all not important, but I think we all want to be here to talk about this game. Tough. Absolutely tough. You had so many opportunities to win it, so many opportunities to take advantage of it. Errors in execution are why you are not in the playoffs. I know we want to blame play calling for certain things, and we can. I'm not going to sit here and say that, play calling isn't an issue, but you can't look at, I've said this multiple times, you can't take poor player execution and say that was a poor play call. I thought we had too many poor player execution moments in this game. Rome Odunze, massive drops. Colston Loveland had a big drop. Luther Burden had a big drop. Too many opportunities. I mean, the blocking game was fine for the most part. I thought in the run game you struggled a little bit. But listen, you faced a tough defense too. You know what I mean? And I think when it comes down to it, the big conversation heading into this offseason, especially with the players that you have, what was that final play? Who's that final play on? Who's the issue on that play? That's what everybody's going to be talking about. Let me know your opinion on that in the comments below. Make sure you're dropping a bear down no matter what. Give the Bears love for this season. This is a season that we did not expect to have. One game away from being in the NFC title game. A lot of fight in this team. Showed a lot of resiliency. And you saw a quarterback develop in front of your very eyes. One thing that we've never been able to say in this city is that we didn't finish this season feeling like, dang it, if we just had the right quarterback, we would have won this game. Like, I saw, some people trying to put this all on Caleb. And listen, 3 turnovers, they go on his book. You can say that he is the problem there, but I think, if you're a ball knower, if you watch the game closely, you know that Caleb Williams, I would say 2 of those 3 picks you can question a little bit there. That second one was egregious. It was horrible. It was the probably the worst throw that he made. And even on that one, they tried to be like, oh, well, Caleb Williams, I think he's expecting Colston Loveland to flatten out here. No. It was a bad throw. But I digress. The final play or the final Bears play, I should say, on offense. I want to hold judgment, and this is not absolving DJ Moore if it is on him. I just want to know whether he's hurt, because the one thing I keep seeing is DJ's not going 100%. Nobody's 100%, right? But is DJ running his route the way you want to see it? How the video looks like he's loafing, right? Looks like he's not running hard. Looks like he's not running the route the right way. And Caleb throws a pick where it looks like DJ would have been. Here's the part that I think is incredibly tough. And J-Mac said this as well, that he had been in the tent multiple times during that game, that he had been on the sideline struggling. If you weren't 100%, and I guess 100% for that moment, you need to take yourself out of the game. Caleb needs to know you're not 100% and that ball can't go there, but you need to take yourself out of the game. So I don't know, right, is kind of where I'm at with the DJ Moore part of this, because I don't think that DJ Moore is somebody who doesn't go all out. I don't think you get game-winning moments and game-winning drives and stuff like that without him. And I know a lot of people have tried to throw dirt on his name this season. I have been one of those people who has defended DJ Moore and thought that, the situation hasn't dictated it. Here's the bottom line, though. The one part that I do find unacceptable is when I hear Caleb Williams say we're not on the same page. It is the end of the season. There is no way that you should be not on the same page at this point in the season. You just shouldn't. It's unacceptable. That's the one part that I don't like, because even if it is DJ's not running the route hard, Caleb says he's expecting DJ to flatten that route out. DJ's still going a little high on that, and you're not on the same page. That's a problem. I don't know who that's a problem for, who that's a problem because of, but it's a problem, and it's been a problem all year. So that's one thing that no matter what is inexcusable. But if it truly is DJ just wasn't running the route hard enough, I'm sorry, dog. Like, I love DJ Moore. I think that DJ Moore is phenomenal. I think that he's a great player for this team. I think he's been a safety blanket at times for Caleb, and when he's been called upon, when his number's been called upon to be a big part of the offense, you've seen him step up repeatedly. Bottom line, if you are healthy enough to run that route, if you are in the right read on that route, which it seems like he was, and you just didn't decide to run that sucks. That's a gut punch, because that's an opportunity to go out there and win. And you know what? That's an opportunity where, and I know how the team feels about DJ. They love DJ. But it is one of those things that you look at and you say, if that is the case, that's the kind of routes that get you traded. That's bottom line. Those are the kind of routes that get you traded. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below, man. I'll be down there talking with you guys as well. Overall, though, I mean, the Cole Kmet pass or reception off of the Caleb Williams, I'm going to post my reaction to that tomorrow when I finally wake up, because it's late as heck right now, and we got a major interview tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing a lot of running around. I got to get right back up and do the morning breeze with you guys, man. But, like, that's one of the greatest throws I've ever seen in my life. It's a throw where there's nothing but pressure in his face, where his teammates on the O-line didn't help him out that day, where I thought that, I literally say in the video, season over. Oh my God! So, you got your franchise quarterback. How often have you left this season and said the QB did everything he could to win you this game, and you sold it? You got your franchise quarterback, Chicago. Feel very good about that. Season overall, I love it. We'll talk about the season outlook a little bit tomorrow as well. Ben Johnson play calling, a lot of people have had a problem with. That's the other thing I wanted to hit on in this. You know, why are you going for it on fourth down? Why aren't you taking the points? You win the game if you take the points. Why are you being so aggressive on fourth down? That's who you signed. That's who you hired. That's who we've praised. And you can't give him the praise when it works for you and then take that praise away and give him the hate when he's losing on the identity of what the team is. Why are you throwing that football there on 2nd and 8 deep? Why aren't you taking something short? That's the identity of who he is. He's a guy who's going to chase explosives. He's a play caller who, and again, right, like, I'm not going to say that every play call Ben Johnson called was perfect. I thought there were some duds in there. I'm not the biggest fan of the fourth down pass to Luther Burden on 4th and 1. But when you when you lose a game being who you are, I will give you much more credit for sticking to your identity, because how many times have we seen teams lose a game by changing who they are in the biggest moments? How many times have we seen teams lose a game by not being what their identity has been? Now, if we want to have a conversation on maybe the identity needs to change, maybe you need to be somebody who is a little bit more cautious when going forward on fourth down, or is a little bit more cautious when going for it on 4th and 1 at the goal line, sure, we can have that conversation, but that's not who you hired. You hired a guy who did this in Detroit. You hired a guy who this was his identity, and we were excited about this being his identity, and we were excited about him bringing that to Chicago, and the hope is that next year you get better at it. Unfortunately, this year, it cost you, and you know what most of those come down to, in my opinion? A lot of player execution problems. I mean, honestly, if we talk about, you know, that crazy pass to Cole Kmet where the magic happens and we're like, oh my God. You don't have to put yourself in that position. If Caleb Williams completes a pass on 3rd and 4, I believe it is, which is an out route to Luther Burden, if you hit him on the hands, bucket. You got a first down. You're good. And so, like, that's the part for me where my excitement for next season, and like I said, we'll talk more about that tomorrow on the Morning Breeze, live at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when we do go live. You're in year one of this with Caleb and Ben Johnson. There's so much more to come from this team. There's so much better that you can improve upon. Caleb, he said the biggest thing for him heading into the offseason is footwork and, completion percentage. You get to do that while understanding the offense even more now and going into this offseason and being able to work at it and having that experience of the playoffs. What does that mean for next year? I don't know yet, but I think it means there's probably going to be some improvement from the quarterback and relationships built. And you have a dynamic that most teams in this NFL can't say that they have. And to me, it is the point guard big man combination that we see in the NBA that is now taking the NFL by storm over the last 20 years. And you have one of the best tight ends in football in Colston Loveland, along with one of the best quarterbacks in football in Caleb Williams. That's a great conversation for you to be in, and you feel really good about what the future of this team can be with those two together. So I'm bummed that we lost. It sucks that we lost. But listen, where's that reporter, the auntie from Jacksonville? Hold your head high, Bears fans. Feel good about what this team is. Feel good about what this season is, because this season is just the beginning. And everybody in that building understands that. Hey, man, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 7. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, man, it's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. Peace.